always been inspired to be a comedian through watching a lot of comedy stand-up shows, and which inspired me to also write my own materials. So there's a handful of individuals who inspired me to write my own stuff in the area of stand-up comedy. Number one, there would be Chris Tucker. They're all international. Chris Tucker, Dave Chappelle, and Mike Epps, to name a few.
Who are you?
You.
No, not me, you.
Yes, I am you.
Just answer the damn questions. Who are you?
I have told you.
Are you deaf?
No, you is blind.
I'm not blind, you blind.
My name is Joachim Lolok. I am from Papua New Guinea in a small province called East New Britain, specifically Turagunan village and Relaler and Malaguna number 1. I've always aspired to write a book ever since I was a kid. Back at home, I had an issue where I had to repeat second grade. That was when I was still attending elementary school back in the village. That was at Tolai Elementary School. So after graduating from Tolai, I had to transfer to a school in town. So with that, I had to, in the village, the Tolai Elementary was Miblasa. We usually only speak Tokpisin and Kuanua. That's the local vernacular of the Tolai people. So from there, when I transferred to VIPS, it was a challenge for me where the teacher had to repeat me again to the second grade again because I did not know how to speak English. So from there, I was advised by my family to read more books with the motivation that it helped me to be more literate in terms of speaking, articulating the English language. So that inspired me, so I started reading a lot of books. One being the Harry Potter series, and from there it inspired me to dwell into reading more books. So the Harry Potter was one of the books where it really inspired me to just see the idea of how the author J.K. Rowling, how she wrote her book, and just the idea of putting the plot twist and everything together. So since then, since primary school, I was aspired to write a book, but I had no idea where to start, or the inspiration to write a book was not there until my late years in the university. So the book is more about, it's a fiction book, but it's inspired by the life of someone whom I hold close to heart. He was more of a guardian to me. His name is Peter Joe. He's from Simbai. He's from the mountains of Madang province. So he came to live with my family after fleeing the crisis in Bougainville. So he came to our village with the intention of just staying for a week or two, where my relatives was going to help him with subsistence farming, agriculture, to do some copra fermenting and then sell, to provide for his ticket back home. But then a week turned into 2 to a month to 6 months, and before you know it, he was there for a year, until for more decades. He was there for us. He was there with us for a couple of decades. Yes. So the story is inspired by his life, and also in the book as well I tried to make it more captivating, more engaging for the reader. So I also included a couple of plot twists in there, a couple of characters were added in there, just to make the story interesting for the readers to be interested in reading it. The title of my book is called Vaira, the story of Kumkumpi. So Vaira in Kuanua, it means Beo is a bird, and Vaira is a term that we use to describe people from an outside, or we used to describe outsiders who came to live with us. So if you're an outsider, you come and live among the Tolais, we will refer to you as a Vaira. With my materials in stand-up comedy, where I used to do shows, I used to write. So stand-up comedy, it includes a lot of writing, where you get to come up with a story and then you add a punchline to it. So most of it was also it also gave me an idea from the writing materials for the stand-up shows. It also assisted a lot in writing the manuscript for the book. All throughout my years at uni, from first year to my final year, there was a couple of challenges where I really had no idea how to write the books. Even though I was inspired, I aspired to write a book, I had no idea how to write, how to formulate, how to create the plot twist, whatnot, the ideas, whatnot. But I believe that I wanted to write a book, so I just had to start from somewhere. And that made me started writing something along the line of the first downfall that I had with my transcript marks. So from there I started writing just some ideas into my notebooks. And from there on I started creating plot twists and adding on the story. Come the second year of my studies, I had an issue where my laptop crashed and all the manuscript was gone. So I had to start again. So I had to restart from there again, and then it also helped me with researching deeper into how to write books, where I went online, started researching, watching tutorials, whatnot, and of course reading more books, novels, just to get an idea of how authors formulate their books and whatnot. And then come my final year, that was when all the manuscript was ready, everything was ready. My laptop crashed again with it, all the manuscript and everything. But lucky for me, I had all the plot twists, all the ideas, all the storylines, all the characters, all in my head already. So I would say that the final time when my laptop crashed it was more of a blessing in disguise, because with that, afterwards, when I started rewriting again from scratch, I formulated it perfectly according to how I wanted the story to be. I published around 460 copies on the first publication, in which I launched here in Port Moresby and in Rabaul. Writing the book, my idea was really to just get the youths, the younger generation, to get back into the practice of reading. And at the same time, the book is not just about reading about the life of Kumkumpi or the main character. It was more to know about Papua New Guinea. I included bits and pieces of fun facts and history of Papua New Guinea in it. And most of it is to do with my province, my home province, East New Britain, because I want readers from back in East New Britain to know about their province. Because I believe that for now, when you ask a person from East New Britain, what's the significance of your flag? What's the significance of the colors, red, green, black and white? They'll tell you, I'm from East New Britain, but they will not know the significance of the flag. So in the book, it is included. I honestly didn't see myself, really achieving my aspiration of becoming an author. It was all just me just buying a day, just going and writing a note down. Any idea that pops into my head, I rush back to the room, I write it down. Not knowing that one day that I would really publish a book. It was all a dream, but now that the dream is all come to reality, it's so real. I still get goosebumps just thinking about, like, wow, I really wrote something down and I have had it published. Yeah. For individuals who aspire to write a book, it won't take you just a day to really complete the book. It will take you some time. So if you have an idea, you go and you write it down, you jot it down. Every day you go, you add ideas, you add something to that idea. And before long, before a month or two, you will see that the bits and pieces are coming into place. So just start somewhere. For me, it took me almost 7 years to write a book. So.